Globes are the
Okay.
kickoff of awards season. They sort of set the tone for what we're going to see the rest of the season in the months to
hmm
come. What were your overall thoughts on the looks we saw last night?
I thought it was pretty. The Globes are usually where they have fun
Yes.
and take bigger risks because you have to sort of back time it. The Academy Awards is the most formal. I always say that's like going to your very rich grandparents' house
Yes.
and you're not sure if you're in the will.
Hmm.
Like you cover the tats, you do all that at the Academy Awards. Where at the Globes, generally people have that's where they take their fashion risk. The only real big fashion moment that was edgy was Elle Fanning.
Yes. Was she one of your favorites? I really liked her look. I thought it was
Okay,
vintage at first, also.
here's the thing. Was it a fashion moment? Yes.
Hmm.
Did I like it? Kind of on the fence about it, but she's such a fashion girl that of course she'd take notice.
Or I could see the color maybe working a little against her to some in some lighting.
I couldn't put my finger on it. It felt very, which is a good thing, runway.
Yeah.
And but that's what we look to her for. So, there was that, and I liked it. I just, if it had walked past me on a runway, I would have went, interesting.
I really thought it was archival until I got the press release. It looked so like 50s, 60s couture parlor.
But we saw a lot of that
We
in that
did.
sort of 50, 60. You had
Yes.
Ariana Grande, who looked like she was wearing something out of Jackie Kennedy's closet.
Yep.
We saw a lot of the headbands. We saw a little bit of the poof.
Hmm.
One thing I did like that we saw was done hair. Hair was very intentional, paired with a clean, and I don't mean no makeup look, but a clean, classic
Hmm.
makeup look. Everybody looked like they could have stepped out of a high-end Deb ball.
Yeah, totally. A lot of throwback moments, very polished and, like you said, very pretty.
Very, very polished.
Who are some of your personal favorites of the night and why?
Zoe Saldana. I
So
mean,
good.
come on.
So
The
good.
dress, the body, the hair, the makeup, the big on-trend chocolate brown, the big, huge wrap walking in. She owned it. She owned the carpet, full stop.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That
Um,
color looked fantastic on her.
well, and chocolate brown is the big color of the season.
Mocha mousse.
Mocha mousse, there
Whether
you
we like
go.
it or not. Yeah.
I loved her. I loved Zoe Kravitz.
Yes, same. She
I
always
mean,
looks so pretty. Like she has a mode that she sticks with, but it works so well for her. I
and
feel like,
she's neat as a pin, as my mother used to say.
yeah.
Every angle, everything was perfect. She was in Saint Laurent, as was Zoe Saldana.
Yep.
They had a big night. I, of course, like Zendaya. When do you not like Zendaya and Louis Vuitton?
Never gonna be bad. I mean, and another look that was very, I thought, like throwback to 50s, 60s structured ball gowns, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what it is. Everyone was so reading from the same playbook. I love Nicole Kidman.
So good. The daring low back moment.
Again, that's also very of that period, yet very, very modern. I think it was also Demi Moore's night
Yes.
in that structured Armani Privé. She was having such a moment, and the dress met the moment. Clearly, shoulders are the new cleavage.
Absolutely. So many collarbones, not a clavicle left left
Uncovered.
covered.
And if it wasn't both open, it was one showing.
Yep.
And if not, it was like the high neck and the cutouts. It was all about shoulders.
Yeah. So how about looks that you thought missed the mark for any reason in particular?
I think everybody's pretty much on the same page with these two, which are Ali Wong and Kerry Washington. Okay, Ali Wong, the gloves did not add. And I understood what the dress was. The only thing I could think about was it felt to me like it was in the garment bag too long. Like it didn't have sort of the life and the lightness that I think was the intention of the dress. Which is unfortunate because if you just look at it as a dress, it's pretty cool. But I felt like I wanted to like fluff it,
Yeah.
you know, and
A
not
little
make it
zhuzh.
look so just hanging. Like I said, if you look at it, don't you think it looks like it was in the garment bag too long?
Yeah, it was a little bit. It's hard when you have a look with those all over fringe or feathers. You have to be perfect, or even ruffles, small ruffles. They have to be perfectly steamed and
Yeah.
just like you can't sit on your way to the carpet. Like there's so
No.
much, it leaves a lot of room for error.
Yeah, and I didn't like the gloves. Someone put it best to me when they said it looked sad.
Yeah,
It didn't look happy,
I
you
know. And
know?
she's such a happy, like, I love her so much. And it's the take one thing off, the Coco Chanel take one thing off before you leave the house. Sometimes I wish she would do that.
Brilliant actress,
So
brilliant
funny.
comedian.
Yeah,
Like such a huge fan. Like I wanted to like go up to her
I
and go, no, no,
know.
no, 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 please let me pick something for you.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
she
then,
pulled
yeah,
a beautiful,
Carrie, I agree, which also an opera glove. I
also an
mean,
opera glove, but also I felt like it overwhelmed her
yeah.
between the color and the fabric and the gloves. Like and Carrie doesn't really miss.
I know. And she's a risk taker and rarely does it not pay off.
But I felt like the dress overwhelmed
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
You
The
know, I
color,
would
the
have,
shape, the volume.
it could have been interesting if those two actually swapped dresses. The men I took as a personal affront.
Oh, no. Who,
Like,
who flubbed it the worst?
oh God, the list goes on and on. But the one everyone's talking about is Jeremy Strong.
Oh my goodness, the bucket hat.
The bucket hat, the color, the velour, the turtleneck, and the matching glass frames on the carpet. And also these men going for these major monochromatic look. Andrew Scott.
Oh yeah, the Vivienne Westwood baby blue. Didn't work for you? It's a
No.
lot of baby blue.
But it was almost like a robin's egg blue. But I've had to choke down the men with the black shirt, black tie, black tuxedo.
Yeah.
I can get on board now, even with navy. I think the green on Adam
Oh,
Brody,
Adam Brody, yeah.
I think he pulled it off, but the monochromatic has like like please, I feel like I can't unsee this. You're not on a runway. The other one that upset me is my super secret crush, Glenn Powell.
He was on a lot of best dress lists. Okay, break this down. Tell me why it didn't work for you. But he is everybody's crush right now, including mine.
He's not a big enough established movie star to come that casual, cool scruff and wear sunglasses on the carpet. You haven't earned that. You're not Brad Pitt. You haven't earned, in my opinion, that doesn't mean he's not handsome. It doesn't mean he's not a star. It doesn't mean that he didn't look great. In my opinion, you haven't earned the right to do that yet. That look is earned. Not saying he looked bad,
Right.
but to me, this has been such a big year for him.
Right.
Be the perfect guy. And
Yeah.
it doesn't mean he's not a star. It doesn't mean he's not a really good actor. It doesn't mean he's not handsome. But to me, that's a privilege,
Yeah.
not a right. The one who has done a full 180, who has now consistently been my best, Seth Rogen.
Oh, yeah.
And to the point where he was
Sharp
so
dresser.
classic that he wore studs. He used to be my always one of my worst. And now he is consistently one of my best.